Look, you don't need to be $1 million person with $1 million bank account, be a tech genius co-founder, or have an office full of beanbags to launch your successful business. I've launched tons of businesses with little or no money, and some of those have gone on to generate tens of millions from absolutely nothing. So I'm going to reveal the single biggest mindset shift you need if you're going to launch a successful low-cost startup. First of all, what is a low-cost startup? Well, the way I look at it is it's a business that you can get off the ground with little more than your time, your effort, and a few basic tools or skills. So we're talking minimal overhead, digital first operations, and a really smart use of resources. The hallmarks of a low-cost startup are generally that you will have no physical storefront, probably at least to begin with. You'll work from home, you'll work from cafes or co-working spaces. You'll have really lean operations. You'll only spend when it matters. You'll forget all the fluff and the garbage around the place, and you'll really leverage digital tools, think marketing tools, social media, cloud software. There are some really great businesses that started this way. Look at businesses like MailChimp, which started as a side gig, or Pat Flynn's huge empire, which began as a humble blog. These aren't fairy tales. They are real sustainable businesses, all launched on a shoestring. And as someone who's done that too, I can tell you it's a lot easier than you think. So first of all, where do you find a solid idea that won't cost you a fortune to get started? Think of ideas that solve a real problem. Look around your daily life. What frustrates you? Is it a problem for you? What is it? Is it a problem for somebody else, perhaps? Use the skills you have. Are you good at something others struggle with? Turn that into some form of service. Your existing knowledge is your cheapest business asset. Look around and spot market gaps, hang out in online communities, read negative reviews, and listen to what people wish existed. Those gaps are golden and where your business idea lies. Don't be afraid to be boring or use another business or idea as inspiration. Some of the most profitable businesses aren't flashy, they just meet a need and they meet it reliably. It's all right, you've got your idea. Now, how about bringing it to life without blowing your budget? Well, first of all, write a simple business plan. Don't panic here. This doesn't have to be a giant document. One page is enough. And in this, you're going to clearly define who your ideal customer is, what problem it is you're solving, your solution to that problem. So that's the product or service. And then you'll set out how to price it, where you'll find your customers. So, what's your marketing strategy? That's just all you need. And this is going to be your roadmap. It keeps you focused and stops you from wasting time and money on stuff that just doesn't really matter. Next, depending on your business, you're going to need some form of website. For some businesses, you could probably get away with just a social media page. But look, these days, most businesses are going to need some form of online presence. So assuming you do need a website, don't overthink it. Start with a simple website. You can build free sites using tools like Wix, Squarespace, or WordPress, and many, many others, including AI tools now. You also need social media pages on the platforms that your audience uses most, but don't get carried away. You don't need to be everywhere. Pick the style of social media that targets your audience and the one that they use the most. Also, if you're a local business, don't forget to set up your free business profile because it's a great way to find customers. Now, let's talk about launching your product or service. I want to talk about perfection first of all, as perfectionism is the enemy of launching a business. Look, you want to launch fast with the minimum viable product, MVP. That means you get the basic version of your product or service that solves the problem you're aiming to solve. The goal of doing this is to get real feedback fast and then adapt and improve as you need to. Once you've got that MVP, it's time to market your business. And as a low-cost startup, we are going to do that as cheaply as possible and ideally for free, right? So when you're bootstrapping, every single penny counts. But good news, there are tons of ways to promote your business without spending anything or very little. Post consistently in local Facebook groups and forums. It's a great way to find customers. Use Canva to create eye-catching graphics and promotions. Offer your first few clients a discount in exchange for those really valuable testimonials and reviews. Reach out to family and friends. They can be your first advocates and they're going to speak pretty highly of you, I guess. Track everything. Keep tabs on what's working and what's not. Use free tools like Google Analytics, basic spreadsheets, and simple invoicing apps to get and stay organized. Network like crazy. Go to every meetup, event that you can find. Say yes to opportunities, even if they're going to scare you. Confidence grows by doing, and every small win builds momentum. Look, remember, starting scrappy isn't a limitation. It's your superpower. Hustle, adapt, and stay focused. The beauty of a low-cost startup is that it can grow naturally. As you grow, make sure you systemize. You can automate where possible. Tools like Zapier, Canva, and Trello can save you time and money. Hire smart. Start with freelancers or part-timers. Scale your team as your revenue grows, and don't overinvest initially. It's a huge mistake that so many businesses make. Once you've got traction, diversify your product or service. Once you've nailed your first offer, think about upsells or complementary products you can offer. Remember to reinvest the profits into growing your business. Skip the payday splurge and use your early wins to expand and improve. Think of growth like layers. Look, build one strong and then add a next and then add another one block at a time. Because the truth is that the biggest difference between those who succeed with low-cost startups and those who fail is mindset. You have to have a good mindset. You have to be resourceful. Money isn't your main asset. Creativity is. You need to stay patient. Growth takes time, no matter what all the YouTube gurus tell you. Overnight success is a myth. Keep learning, watch videos like this, read and connect with others on the same path as you. Most importantly, trust yourself. You're capable of far more than you realize. The key is to start and stay the course, even when the going gets tough. And above all, when you're doing a low-cost startup, remember that you don't need deep pockets to build a really big impact business. You just need a good idea, relentless action, and the courage to keep going. So if you'd like a copy of my book, The Zero Cash Startup, head to the link in the description. And if you found this video helpful, please smash the like button, subscribe for more down-to-earth business advice, and let me know in the comments, what's your best low-cost marketing method? What do you find's getting the results for you? And share it with the community. Thank you for watching. I'm David Paul. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.